You are now listening to The First Ones to Die.
Alright everybody, before we get started, I did want to explain the First Ones to Die roleplay game rules real quick, so that way you'll be in the know with our players as we go through this journey. So firstly, the game is 8 rounds. Our players, there will be 5 of which, all start with 2 lives. Now, the rules are that in each round, the players will go first, and then the monster that is chasing them throughout the house. The players will have 2 phases in their turn. The first being a movement phase in which they can move to any room in the house. This setting of this game is a house. And the second being an action phase where they can take an action to look for either a tool, an opportunity, or a danger. Now, an opportunity can be something that can help them at a later point in the game. A tool is something they can use to attack the monster. And a danger is something they can be on the lookout for. That could increase their chances of being killed in a certain room. Now, players can also use one of their lives to call a ghost line in which they can get a supernatural type spirit to come and help them on their journey to survive. Now, as far as the monster will move on dice rolls done by the GM, that is me, or Game Master rather, so I will do all of that, as well as if the monster attacks our players in any way, shape, or form, it'll activate a gamble roll, which means that our players will gamble on if they succeed or fail at confronting the monster or doing other tasks. If they fail, they lose a life. If they succeed, the monster takes a hit. Also, for them to win the game and survive the night, they will need to do one of 3 things. Either wait till their parents get home. I'll explain what that means later in the episode, so don't worry. Survive till all 8 rounds are over, or kill the monster. Doing one of those 3 things, as long as one person is alive to accomplish one of those 3 things, the players will win the game. And of course, the monster wins if everyone's all dead. The other thing about the dangers, though, is that a danger, if in the same room as the monster and on a failed gamble roll, could result in players losing 2 lives. So it's a high risk, high reward. I'm only bringing it up now because I forgot to bring it up during the game to the players, and it leads to a pretty sad and an epic moment. So that is everything. Other than that, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoy the guests we have for this episode as well. And let's get right on in. Hi everybody, welcome to The First Ones to Die. As you can see, I am not Jonathan. I'm the other black one. But but today, Jonathan is celebrating his birthday. So first of all, if you're a fan of The First Ones to Die, go on over to our social medias or whatever. Tell Jonathan happy birthday. On behalf of First Ones to Die, me and Alex, I'm sure Alex has already, and I have already told him happy birthday, but we're going to say it again. Happy birthday, Jonathan.
Happy birthday.
Hope you're having a great time. Today, we're having a special episode, though, where we're going to have the most guests we've ever had. And we're going to be playing a game together. Fun game that I came up with just for us to kind of role play. First of all, I can't take full credit, though. This idea was inspired by a YouTube channel I follow called Recreo. So if you haven't heard of Recreo, check them out. They're awesome. They're all animators that do kind of these like scenario games type things. So check them out. Big shout outs to Recreo. Not sponsored by them, but whatever. Before we get started, I want to introduce everybody, get into the guests. But firstly, Alex,
Yo.
fantastic co-host, is with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Bothering my cat right now. Ready to play the game.
Nice.
Sounds good. We are also joined by some returning guests, of which those are Rob, who you've already heard a little bit in the podcast. How's it going, Rob?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Good. And of course, Jasmine as well.
Hi. Happy to be back.
And we're joined by 2 new people. And so I'll let them introduce themselves. Firstly, Lauren. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah. It's a beautiful day today, so feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And also our good friend Kaylee as well.
Hello.
And if you haven't guessed, of course, as always, these are also other former people we've worked with at the, at the IMAX Theater. Don't expect us to have many guests who aren't going to be former people we've worked with, but we know they are fantastic people. I appreciate you all for being here. Love to spend time with you guys, so it's going to be a great time. So for the audience, you might be asking yourself, what is the First Ones to Die roleplay game? Like, how exactly does it work? Well, we're going to have a horror scenario that all 5 of our fantastic players are going to be in. Now, they are going to be playing themselves, so they're not going to be role-playing any, like, wizards or warlocks or anything like that. But the twist on all of you are unbeknownst to this, but you will be playing yourselves at the age of 6.
Oh, God.
That's right. You're all children.
16?
In fact, nope, all 6 years old. In fact, you are all brothers and sisters living under one household, of which I'm going to say is
We're all brothers and sisters. I think a DNA test is needed.
I didn't say biological. I said brothers and sisters. Okay. And you are at the Miller's house. Who are the Millers? It doesn't really matter, but they are your loving
like it matters.
parents.
I also feel like it matters if we live here.
6 years old.
Yeah, they're your loving parents. They appreciate all of you. They've collected you from various different places.
Collected.
I'm not going to
Feels like
specify.
more
I'll let you kind of no, not kidnapped. Just
The big question is,
Oh my
which
God,
one of
we've
us
been
is the
kidnapped.
favorite?
I don't know. Collected sounds like you snatched me in a bag of.
No, they just like to have children, but they can't have any of their own. So they, of course, went out to various different places and
Quite
adopted
the twist.
6 great kids. You're all fantastic kids.
Everybody.
They're proud of each of you. Each of you have great talents, and they're proud of all of you. At 6 years old, you're starting to develop into amazing individuals. Okay. I don't know why I have to explain it. Listen, they're your parents. Okay, that's the scenario. Love them. So you were at the Miller's house, and the Millers are a loving couple that are spent having a normal afternoon, and they decide that actually, tonight is date night. They're hoping to kind of keep the sparks going in their relationship. Yeah, raising 5 kids, all of them the same age, is not an easy thing to do. All right, that's a lot of taxes they have to pay to their school every day. So to the public school system. So they're looking to just relax, have a good night, have a good time, and so just to help you guys get a little bit into character, we're just going to role play for a bit. You guys are hanging out in the living room, doing various things. And I'm gonna ask, dig deep into your childhood of what you were doing at 6 years old. I'm gonna go one at a time, and you guys tell me what you were doing. What do you think you'd be doing in this living room at this time? I'm gonna start with Rob because he has the most to say. So clearly he has something he already knows what he's doing. Rob, what are you doing in this living room?
Dude, I have no idea what I'd be doing at 6 years old. That's so long ago. I don't know. Probably watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Or playing video games or something,
Or we're gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh's on the TV.
I got my Capri Sun and my Dunkaroos, dude. I'm chilling.
Oh, the good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Jasmine, what are you doing in hanging out in the living room here? Of the Miller's house?
That's the room I have to be in, is the living room.
Well, where do you want to be?
Well, I don't know. Oftentimes I feel like I was outside.
Okay, there's a backyard. So you can
Okay.
be outside.
Yeah, just hanging out in the grass.
All right, so you're in the backyard. You're
Mhm.
chilling.
Serene.
Alex, where are you?
I was probably in the backyard, but I was what you would call a climber kid, and I was
Climbing.
usually barefoot. Yeah, I ended up on the roof a lot.
Hell yeah.
I really needed more adult supervision in my life. But yeah, I was probably outside running around barefoot. That's pretty much all I did as a kid.
Well, there is a
Until I got
tree
introduced.
in the backyard, so I'll say you're climbing trees or
I
a
don't
tree.
know how to climb a tree though. I've never climbed an actual tree.
How are you a climber, but you haven't climbed a tree?
I grew up in the city. There's fences and garages.
There were
That's
no
what I climbed.
trees.
All right.
Yeah.
Kaylee, where are you? Are you in the living room watching Yu-Gi-Oh with Rob, or in the backyard?
Oh
Or in
yeah,
another
I would
different
be
room?
trying to get him, but watch some Sailor Moon for sure. Sailor Moon was my jam as a kid.
All right, and last but not least, Lauren, what are you up to?
I'd say I'd probably be outside too. I thought that like fairies would come and eat like these dandelion petals I had set out for them. So just making like cute little snacks for mystical creatures out there.
Oh my god,
so
Lawrence was the
cute.
best.
See, I told you,
Adorable.
you're all good kids. You know.
No, I
Aside
want a
from the one-
do-over. Mine wasn't
Aside from
poetic
the-
at all.
Aside from the one trying to climb on the roof,
Destructive.
everybody else is doing pretty good.
I can't help who I was.
I'm sure that would make me like most likely to be like, "Hey, Mr. Monster," and just get got. But
The fairy.
Yeah, but the monster would probably be like, well, this one's
Monster is
feeding
a
me.
fairy.
Mhm.
He's gonna pull
Yeah,
a
but
Grinch
has
on
to
you and
be
be like,
tiny,
"I'm
though.
totally a fairy. Look at me.
Mhm.
Don't I look like a fairy?"
It's gonna be like this one's
Lauren
like
got
nice and
kidnapped by
feeding me.
fairies, and her siblings had to rescue her, and that would be the plot of this adventure.
So, yeah, you know, the three sisters are hanging out in the backyard. Kaylee and Rob are fighting over the remote because one wants to watch a different show. And,
I like Sailor Moon. I would settle for Sailor Moon. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro.
and the Millers come downstairs. Your mom in a beautiful, nightgown that she's wearing because it's gonna be a nice. He's taking her out to a nice dinner. Dad in his, his dad uniform. Like blazer up top, but jeans on the bottom with boots. Like that's
Okay.
the outfit he's going out in today.
Okay.
Business casual. And
Mhm.
your
Got a
parents,
cell phone clip, so we can call the
On the
sitter.
belt?
Oh, wait, no. Do we even have a sitter? Man, these are.
Hold
Guess
on.
not.
So,
Uh-oh.
I'm a little
so your
worried for
parents are
us.
like, your parents gather you all up. They call kids from the backyard and turn off the TV, and they get your attention. And they're like, hey, like Dad's like, listen, kids, how's it going? Me and your mom, we've been planning date night. So just want to make sure you know what's going on. Firstly, the sitter's going to be here in like another, she said about 5 minutes. So we're just going to wait, a little bit, just to give you some more information before she gets here. Money and the phone, emergency phone, in case anything happens, is on the countertop in the kitchen. So make sure she gets it when she gets here. And, be on your best behavior. I mean, as always, don't burn down the house. All right.
Haha, Dad.
Yeah. And don't catch no fairies while I'm out. While I'm out, I want to see a fairy. All right, you promised me one in Christmas, so I'll be on the lookout. He read a book that says he should encourage his kids' passions, and so he's
I
trying
like
to
that. Yeah.
he's trying to do
Mr.
better.
Miller is a good dad. Yeah.
And Mrs. Miller basically is just like, also make sure that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know if I could do a mom voice.
I'm gonna need you to
But you
try,
just-
bud.
Fine. Or make sure that you brush your teeth now, and take care of your siblings and all you got. you have to see her, but I don't know why she's Swedish, but she is now.
You were doing a Wisconsin accent there.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
tried to be Midwestern and just turned
failing
like
terribly.
Irish,
You like-
Scottish
So
in
bad.
a terrible way.
You got a Minnesota woman going on there.
I don't know where that
For
was
a
going.
minute.
Mrs. Miller is a cultured woman, all right?
Yeah, Mrs. Miller is a fantastic lady. And so the kid, they just give you the rundown of like, take care of each other, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
And so then the Millers, they're like, in order to not miss their reservation, they're just like, we're gonna dip out. Let's see. You know what? Just to decide this, who out of all 5 of you, what age were you when you learned how to ride a bike?
How should I know, dude?
So Rob is at the bottom of this list. Go on.
I think I was 5, 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think same. I'm not entirely sure.
I lost
I
the
w-
skill, but I definitely rode my bike.
No,
as a
yeah,
kid.
I learned enough. I never actually developed the skill though.
I would guess 6 or 7. I was a late bloomer, but I couldn't say for sure.
You'll never be as late as me. I don't think any kid will ever be as late as me as learning how to ride their bike.
Do you not know how to ride a bike, Jerome?
Oh no, I learned at 12.
Oh my god, here I am thinking he's going to say like 23.
No,
I
12.
learned
That's like me
during
now.
It's
quarantine.
not old.
12 is a little old to not know how to ride a bike. You should learn by then.
I mean, if it helps, I'm now 30 and I still, for some reason, can't steer a bike properly.
But since Jasmine answered first, Mr. Miller looks at you and he says, Jasmine, you're in charge till the sitter gets here. So
Because Jasmine learned how to ride a bike before any of us.
no, that was going to be the scenario. I hoped you all would remember your ages, but since Jasmine was the first to answer, that's why in this scenario, jumping back into the role play here, Jasmine is in charge. All right, don't argue with me, son. Okay, Jasmine is in charge
Yeah, I'm in charge
until the babysitter gets here.
until the babysitter gets here. Right.
That's right. All right, make sure that she
Right.
gets the money
Fingers
in the
crossed
phone.
behind her back.
I will not take advantage of this situation at all.
Fantastic. I assumed you wouldn't. You're the responsible one, so I trust you. So your parents dip out, and they pull out from the garage and they wave to you as they leave, looking at you through the window of the house, and then you're in the house by your lonesome, and some time passes, and you realize that the sitter was supposed to be here, like, you've been playing and stuff, and the sitter was supposed to be here about like 30 minutes ago. And you've been by yourselves for a while. And it's starting to get a little dark. And then all of a sudden, out of the vents of the air conditioning system of the house is kind of like this mystical smoke. It's kind of like, it almost looks like it has glitter in the air, but it's also kind of like fog. And it spreads throughout the house. And each one of you pass out after, as you inhale the smoke, just one by one, drop like flies. I'm going to make a roll here real quick. Okay, I will say, Kaylee, you are the first to wake up.
Oh.
And as you wake up, you look and you are kind of groggy. You're not really sure, it's hard for you to get your feet quite under you, but you are able to stand up. And as you stand up, you catch a glimpse into the kitchen because you're all passed out in the living room on the first floor. And as you glimpse out into the living room, into the kitchen, because you're in the living room, you see some of that fog starting to dissipate, starting to disappear. But as it swirls around, you swear you can see the figure of some tall, bug-like creature just standing in the kitchen. And he looks over at you, noticing that you're standing up, and he has these red, piercing eyes. That's the only thing you can really see is his shape and his eyes as he stares at you. And then almost in a flash, he just disappears. And this fog dissipates, and you realize that you never heard the house so quiet in your entire life. And you're just in the living room with your siblings passed out around you. What do you do?
Well, first off, that sounds like the scariest nap of my life. That was one scary nap time. I think the first thing I would do is probably wake up my nearest sibling or check if they're alive, which I would assume would be Rob, since we were in the living room together watching TV, hypothetically, in our childhood home scenario.
Well, you're all in the living room at this point, so you're all there. All your siblings are around you.
We all had the same horrifying dream sleep. Sure. Yeah, I would probably check to see if my siblings are alive then. Probably. I mean, 6-year-old Kaylee probably doesn't know CPR. But I would probably go over and just nudge ya. maybe see what's up. Yeah.
Come on, you have siblings. You have 2 older siblings, right?
Yeah, 2 older
younger?
siblings. Yeah.
You would whack them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would probably. I'm being a little casual in my language, but I would probably violently grab you by the shoulders and shake you, and I don't know, just be incoherently murmuring something like, "What just happened? Creepy bug man! Fog! Inside the house! Did I just nap?" Yeah.
So you definitely nudge your siblings awake.
I would nudge. I would
awake.
try and wake my siblings. 6-year-old Kaylee might know how to check a pulse, to be honest. I might be that savvy for sure. So yeah, I'd wake my siblings up, or I'd at least try.
So I'm gonna say, for the sake of convenience, you wake up everybody. Everyone wakes up, a little sleepy, but awake. And
I go back to sleep.
That would be accurate, actually. Rob would go right back to sleep, just snoozing away.
Do you talk? What do you like? How do you describe what you experience? Because I can come up with an idea, but I'm like, what would 6-year-old Kaylee say to her siblings of what she thinks she saw?
Hey, Sibs. I think I saw a giant cockroach man in the kitchen. And then he just kind of dipped out. He just ran away. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. But you gotta believe me. Yeah.
Do any of you believe her off of that?
I don't know.
I think I would, yeah.
We're all the same age,
We're
so
sick.
hopefully y'all
Yeah.
believe me. You can't pull that no, you're the younger sibling stuff. We're all 6 years old, okay?
I like how none of us has said anything, but Kaylee already getting defensive that
Yeah,
we're saying
I
we don't
mean,
believe
you know this, Alex, with an older sibling. Come on,
That's true too.
Well, I'll say, Alex, you're 6.5, so you're technically the oldest.
Why am I?
But
the eldest?
she wasn't
Because
left
you are
in
now.
charge.
I am now.
Jasmine's in charge.
Look, I was literally on a garage roof. It's a good idea for the parents not to leave me in charge.
True, I don't want that
Jasmine,
responsibility.
speaking of being in charge, because you're in charge, you of course do think about the fact that the sitter was supposed to come, and you want to make sure, as Mr. Miller said, that she gets that money and emergency phone. And when you go to see if it's still on the counter, it is now missing.
The money?
Both the money and the phone.
Greedy monster.
So we got robbed.
More or less. I mean, that's what your 6-year-old mind tells you.
Sick.
And
So did I
Jasmine
also see
knows.
Bugman? Because in my head, like 6-year-old me was like fascinated with all things Disney and definitely thought that all of those characters are real. So I'm getting Hopper vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you did not see the
Hopper?
Bugman. Kayla's the only one who actually saw him.
So Kaylee describes the Bugman and I assume it's Hopper. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Who's
assume
Hopper?
I'm imagining the
from Bug's
Mothman.
Life. The grasshopper from Bug's
Yeah,
Life.
he a creepy dude. He also
main
steals
villain?
from people, so that tracks. You know, he steals from the ants, right? Like,
Yeah. Everyone.
As you're having this
Jeff Bezos.
very
Yeah, he represents like
yeah.
Bezos
Capitalism.
I wasn't gonna go there,
The
but
true
yeah.
monster.
as you're having this very interesting discussion about the metaphors for capitalism and Bug's Life at 6.
We're smart.
We're a very Disney savvy family.
that was the
we're-
movie that radicalized me.
Hell
Mine
yeah.
was Lion King 2. I don't
You
care what
gotta start
anybody
young.
says. All right. Simba's a racist, and he don't want his white lion daughter dating no brown skin lion.
Kovu.
Kovu. All right. I'm just saying the implications are there.
I never
Also,
saw Lion King too.
The hyenas
Me
are
neither.
second-class citizens, dude.
That too. They just want to eat. But anyway,
This is what they teach 6-year-old kids in those like gifted and talented classes.
Hell yeah. Fern Gully, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're having this discussion, you're kind of in the background. You can hear what sounds like this clicking, and it sounds, distant at first, but then gets louder and louder, and the louder it gets, the more you start to realize that you don't hear anything else outside the house. Normally you can hear crickets or the street lights buzzing or something like that, but there's just nothing but this clicking that's just ringing in your ears. And as it gets closer and closer and closer, it gets so close that it's all, you swear, whatever this is, wherever the sound is coming from, it's right next to you. And then it just stops. And then it's silent for a moment. And then you hear a crash coming from what sounds like the front door. And when you turn around, you see the bug monster as clear as day. And he roars at you. I would roar, but I'm trying to be quiet because my dad's sleeping. Yeah, something to that effect. And it startles you all, and you scatter to various locations. And these will be your starting locations for round 1. So firstly, I will establish where those are. So starting with Jasmine, because you're in charge. You are currently in you run upstairs to your room, which is the far bottom room on the 2nd floor. I sent you all maps, so you can look at the maps if you would like for reference to look at where you are. But it's the bedroom in the bottom right corner of the 2nd floor. Thank you, Alex. For the,
That helps at all with anybody?
Okay, one more time. Which room am I in?
You're in the bottom bedroom on the other bedroom, Alex. Not that one. Yep, that one. Right in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
Underneath
got
the
it.
master bedroom.
Okay.
So that's your starting location. Lauren, you are starting in the basement.
Oh, good.
You run into the basement.
I have to say that's not very 6-year-old me.
Listen, blame the dice on this one. Rob, you start in the opposite bedroom from Jasmine. So you run to
Okay.
your room and hide.
I have a room.
Over here.
You have a room. Well, you share it.
That's
There you are, Rob.
That tracks.
Although it's weird. We have a odd number of kids, odd number of bedrooms for said kid. So, Alex, you are in. Here's 12. You run into the upstairs bathroom to hide. And Kaylee, you are in the master bedroom. You run to your parents' bed and hide.
Why is Lauren the only one that went downstairs? We all went up.
I
she
said
went
again,
down.
blame the dice. Okay, the dice
Mhm.
decided that
Mhm.
Lauren's the only one that is very by
Like,
herself.
we're all in this, and this is and Lauren's just like,
And so with that, and you also, as you scatter, you see what Kaylee saw, which is that the monster, in a flash again, goes invisible.
Oh no.
So the monster is completely invisible. And I will now roll
Forget
where he starts.
invisibility.
Lucky for you, it's I will tell you this one. Lucky for you, it's not where any of you are. So
Hey-o.
but the monster is now on the prowl. Now, I did say I was going to tell you one last caveat of how you can win the game outside of just surviving the night or killing the monster. And that is because the game is 8 rounds, at the end of those 8, you know that is when your parents will come home. So if your parents get back, like if you survive long enough for your parents to get back home, you also win the game as well. But there are opportunities and other things throughout the house where you can call them to come sooner than the end of 8 rounds. So you don't necessarily have to wait that long, but you'll have to find them.
Okay.
And that is that.
Question.
Yes.
If we find the monster and beat him up and get the babysitting money back, do we get to just split it amongst ourselves since our sitter is a no-show? That
Well, you don't
seems
know
like a very
where-
6-year-old problem. I don't know what our allowance is, but
You don't know what happened to the money, so for all you know, the monster
I'm
might
just
not have.
saying. I'm assuming creepy
Let's-
hopper cockroach man done robbed us.
Let's say, you know what, the money is somewhere. I'll pick a random location right now, and if you find it, you can keep
The
it.
basement?
All the jawbreakers.
The
you can-
basement. Okay, I picked a location.
You find the monies.
Now we're gonna die because everybody's gonna be looking for this money.
Look for money instead, yeah.
All right, so we're at the top of the round, and I'm just going to go by Zoom order, like the turn order or my Zoom order, because it might be different on you guys' screens.
yeah.
So, first person, and I'm gonna go clockwise. So, Lauren, you are first.
Thank God.
So
Okay.
you're in the movement phase, so you get to decide where
Mhm.
you want to go.
Okay, can I ask you questions about our surroundings though?
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
so what kind of basement do we have?
So it's
Like what's down here?
it's a fairly concrete basement. There is like
Okay.
boxes and workshop tables. You get the feeling that Mr. Miller, while he's not like a very handy guy, he wants to be.
Mhm.
So he has like the tools and stuff down there to like
Okay.
maybe be working on like some, but not like heavy duty stuff, just like arts and crafts stuff or like a little table. And then there's also a TV down there and a lazy boy recliner. So that's like, because this is also like his man cave, as he calls it, but really it's like it's just a TV and a chair. And that's really all that's down there.
But there is like a little tool section, boxes and stuff.
I don't know. You'll have to wait to the action phase to
You
find
don't.
out.
Well, okay, I'm just trying to decide if I think as a 6-year-old that there's something down here that I could potentially use. I think I might not move.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I might be too scared anyway.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
that then will take you to your action phase. And so you can either choose to look for a danger, an opportunity, or a tool.
I think I'd like to look for a tool.
All right. So you find well, first of all, you go rummaging through Dad's little drawers and stuff to see if you can find anything useful. And most of it's like paintbrushes and stuff for like small woodwork. But what you do find is a scraper, something to like scrape off like paint or something like that, like off the wall, that sort of thing, or like stucco stuff, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Hopper's in trouble now, dude.
Yeah. My little 6-year-old arm's really gonna
Should've looked for a
mess
fly
this
swatter.
guy up.
Yeah, you can tickle Hopper with the brush.
So yeah, you find a scraper that you have.
Okay.
So moving forward, we then cut to Rob's room. And you're hiding in your bedroom. You have your movement phase, so you can move if you like. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go if you do move?
Have I seen the Jeff Bezos Mothman Hopper monster yet?
Yeah, we all have.
Well, you just saw him in the living room. That's what startled you all to
Okay.
go into different rooms.
All right. Where does Mr. Miller keep his gun?
I can't tell you that because that may or may not be a tool you can access.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, I too shall look for a tool of some sort, I suppose. I'll go to the, let's see. I'm in the room by myself.
For right
Right.
now, yes. Yeah.
Come on
Okay.
down to the basement.
Maybe I will go to the basement. Why not? This is a lot of opportunity
right.
down there, I think. I don't think I'm going to find anything useful in my own bedroom, So I'll move down to
I
the
don't know.
basement.
You seem like you would have been a weird kid.
I mean, yes. Weird stuff? Yes. Eclectic, and useless? Absolutely. I don't think I'm going to find anything to fight, monster with here, though,
So you, check if the coast is clear as you creak out of your room, and then you rush down to the basement, all the way down, and you find your sister Lauren hanging out, and now you're in the basement. So now in your you can look for a tool, an opportunity, or a danger.
Tool.
You find you rummage through the opposite table that Lauren looked through, and you find not a gun, but you do find bullets.
Yo. All right.
Okay.
I pocket as many as I can, I suppose.
You get
I'm gonna
3.
throw him at him.
Yeah.
Only because I don't want to be OP, so you get 3. You get 3
All right.
bullets.
As many as my tiny little hands can grab.
Kaylee, your turn. You are, of course, starting in the master bedroom, so you're hiding under your parents' bed. What do you do?
I was about to say very Home Alone there. I was gonna say I was definitely even as a child and still today a very suspicious person. And definitely always worried about the worst that was gonna happen. So I feel like I would like to look for danger, whatever that might entail. So if I could stay in the master bedroom and maybe take a look around.
Okay. So, you stay in the master bedroom, and you look for a danger. And as you're looking around, you don't really see anything that could be of danger to you, or could be like manipulated with to possibly hurt you. So you feel like, and it helps because you feel a little more safer now. You're just like, well, I'm in mom and dad's bedroom. Nothing can get me in here. I'm 6.
I've secured the premise.
Alex, you were in the bathroom, and you're just in the in the upstairs bathroom,
Just hanging
chilling. Do you move anywhere? Do you go anywhere?
Well, since Mr. Miller seems to be kind of a handyman, what about going to the garage?
You go to the garage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Something
that's
in
smart.
there.
That's smart, sister.
Yeah. I didn't even think about the garage.
All right. So you leave the
I just didn't
bathroom
want to be alone.
and you head.
See, I also have the layout of the house in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. And you head to the garage, and now you can look for an opportunity, danger, or tools.
Let's look for tools.
So, of course, it being the garage, of course there's tools. There's an assortment of tools. And you find on the wall of tools, the one you can reach, because, you're only 6. You're only but so high, so you can't really get
But I'm a climber.
the big stuff. This is
Chainsaw.
true. But for the sake of, just grabbing what you can at the moment, you grab one of the screwdrivers that are on the bottom rack of his tool rack that he's got hanging up in the
That's
garage.
not terrible. It's better than nothing.
So you now have a screwdriver.
All right.
And Jasmine, you are in your own room.
Mm-hmm.
That I forgot that there was going to be 5 of you. I was planning for this to be 6. So, because of Jonathan. So,
Oh, yeah.
I've now labeled it. You have this whole room to yourself. You get your own room. You don't share with anybody.
Must be nice.
And so you're just in
It's
your
because she
own
learned how to
room.
ride the bike first, isn't it?
She passed the test.
So you're going into your action phase. What do you do?
I'm similar to Lauren. I do 6-year-old me would have stayed put and probably hidden under a bed.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. So then, do you look for a tool, opportunity, or danger? Which one?
I would look for danger so that I would know.
So
That's important.
you look around your room, and more or less, it's pretty safe. Except
What does that mean?
you are on the 2nd floor, so all these windows are pretty. Be pretty a big shame if you were to be pushed out of either of them, in which you have 2.
I don't know about you. That sounds like a threat to me.
So
Yeah.
no, you just
Would
think
be a
about the fact
shame
that
if you got thrown out that fucking window.
there's a monster loose. He might be creative. I mean, I'm just saying. You all of you are old enough to have caught that one time Mr. Miller's watching Friday the 13th, and Jason was doing some pretty creative kills that one time. So your imagination starts to wander of the
That's
many.
true. I
ways.
had
the
watched
mind of
those,
a child.
at least a couple of those movies by then, so I was probably freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
I watched those more than Disney films, so.
So that's your danger that you label out for your room,
Okay.
or other potential danger. And so now the monster will move. Do. Okay. And that is the end of round 1. Things are okay. Things are all right so far.
Man, we all lived. Wow.
Round 1, we all have
So
lives.
far.
Good game, everybody. This was a lot of fun.
So round 2, going back to you, Lauren. So now you are now joined by your brother Rob, and you're now inside of the basement together. You can
Okay.
choose to leave. Now you have 2 movements too, so you can kind of hop around. What do you do?
Oh.
Or you can choose to hide, either or.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Maybe I will look for a danger now that I have someone with me, and I'm just going to stay in the same spot again.
Okay. So, you sit in the basement kind of analyzing the room around you and if there's any dangers, and you notice that there is a bit of a leaky pipe, which is making the floor a bit slippery near the staircase leading out of the basement.
Okay.
So,
Can we Scooby-Doo the monster?
That's what I'm thinking, dude.
never know.
There's two of us, you know?
You never know.
Okay.
Rob, you are also
I
in the
thought that was
basement.
Could be doing domestic.
What do you
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm sticking around because, safety in numbers, right? And I'm going to look for opportunity, dude. Let's form a plan, man. Let's make a trap or something, dude.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah.
So you look around and you see that your dad, being a guy who's trying to like get into some more craft-like hobbies, there are a couple paint cans down there in which he hasn't finished using all the paint to paint the quote-unquote man cave that he's been building down here. And so,
All right.
A trap is forming.
Yeah. Do some real Home Alone, like swinging paint cans at that
Mhm.
sucker, dude.
Slipping down that water or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Can I do anything with that, or is it just like the information?
it's the information. I mean, the sky's the limit now. I mean, the few things you do know is that A, the monster's invisible, and B,
Hmm.
that the paint cans are heavy. So there's a couple things you can come up with what to do with that paint already just off that information alone.
How many paint cans?
You only find two. One that's
Good
like
enough.
half paint, the other one that's real low. It's got some paint in it, but it's really low.
Oh my god, Rob,
One
you
of the-
should do the true Home Alone thing where they like the whole thing of paint falls on him,
Yeah.
and then he gets the little like electric spark plug things. He gets electrocuted. That's such a great bit.
Just real quick, people always say shit to me about watching horror films as a kid. But you all watched Home Alone, and that little boy was trying to murder those people too.
They died so
In
many
self-defense.
times.
gruesome.
In
Yeah,
self-defense.
Castle law, dude.
Castle Wall.
Yeah.
Still, mine were
though.
clean
He was in-
cuts.
he
This
was in his
little
right.
boy was like torturing tarantulas and everything.
All right. So one of them is definitely
How-
open, though, right? One of them's half.
Okay, didn't it, as a fellow horror fan, how is what that little boy did in Home Alone any more vicious than like Jason just walking around killing people?
Because one is psychotic, and the other one's just supposedly a little boy.
Self-defense.
He's so creative, yeah.
There's self-defense, and then he just plans out premeditated murder at that point.
Well, to be
They're
fair,
putting
they're
them down.
also
That's premeditated
idiot
murder.
burglars. If the doorknob is hot, you don't just keep holding on to it and let your hand sizzle like bacon. You let go.
Mhm.
And he wouldn't have had to do all of that if they hadn't let their pride get in the way. It
Yeah,
would've
they
just
could have
left.
left at any time.
That's
you know?
true. They broke
You
in.
could've
They could
just
break
turned
out.
around.
The parents. Fine, defend the psychotic little boy. Not my problem. Stand by that statement.
But so Rob, yeah, both cans are open. That's how you can tell like how much paint is in it. But
Okay.
that's the information. That's the opportunity that is granted to you.
Can I do anything with it, or do I have to wait till like my next turn, or what?
I will say with all opportunities, there's no solid time when like you have to use it. You can like wait to use them at any time, but having the information means you can access them. Because if you didn't discover it, I wouldn't tell you it's there. So that's basically
Okay.
how that's going to go.
I guess I'm just asking if I can use one of them right now.
I mean, that's up to you. I don't know how you're going to use it, but do you
Okay.
think?
All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna grab them. I'm gonna collect my paint, man, and I'm going to confer with Lauren to craft some sort of Scooby-Doo trap.
Yes.
In what way?
I mean, we can keep looking for like string or something, or
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh,
You
I see
know?
what you mean. You're holding on
Yeah.
to them, and then
Yeah.
later you'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
just
Gotcha.
like pocketing that knowledge.
Yeah. I'm acquiring the items.
Got it. Okay. Kaylee, you are in the master bedroom, hiding. You now are aware that there is no danger in this area. So, what do you do? Do you move to another room, or look for other things?
You know, I originally had been thinking about moving to another room, but the more I've been thinking about it since Rob did find them bullets, I have a feeling Mr. Miller has a gun somewhere, and you know, maybe the nightstand by the bed might be a real good place for that, or like
Yeah.
maybe in the closet somewhere or something. So I think I'm gonna actually look around for a tool, and perhaps I shall stumble upon it.
So you look inside of the master bedroom, and you don't find anything in the bedroom. But you're like, you know what? The bedroom's big. It has its own bathroom and closet. Let me check those. And upon checking the walk-in closet, you do see the box that Mr. Miller has told you has the gun in it for emergencies, of course. However, you're too short to reach it.
Oh man.
So
Dang.
you're going to need
Classic
some
6-year-old
help.
Kaylee problem and present Kaylee problem.
If only you were a climber.
I mean, when
So
there's a will, there's a way. I can't guarantee that that the closet will look the same by the time I'm done attempting to climb this, for sure.
So on your either on your next turn or with the help of another person, you might be able to get the gun from up, but you do know where it is. You just don't have access to it just yet. Alex, you are in the garage. You found the screwdriver. What else do you do? Do you go to another room, or do you search for another opportunity or danger or tool?
I guess I head down to the basement. Power numbers, right?
I see how it is.
You head to the basement and you find
Just leave me and Jasmine up here. Sure.
you find Rob and Lauren there. Currently, Rob holding paint cans for some reason.
I would expect nothing less.
And Lauren also warned you to watch your footing. There's a slippery floor right
slippery
there.
down
Watch your steps.
I mean, that's completely reasonable because I can be clumsy, so that probably saved me. So
Do you
thank
guys
Lord.
say anything to each
You're so
other like
welcome.
after you're just combining like the Power Rangers right now coming together?
The Millers
We're-
combined.
Look! I have said on the podcast before, if I'm trying to run a murder or a killer or whatever, I don't need to be the fastest. I just need to be faster than someone.
So you're saying your brothers and sisters
That
are
a challenge?
going to
Yeah.
be like sacrifices if need be for the sake of
Oh my
living.
God.
If y'all can't run fast enough, you know how it happens. But anyway,
So, okay. So now you're in the basement. Do you look for any opportunities, dangers, or tools?
opportunities. I don't think.
You search the basement for any opportunities, and you don't see anything that could help you. That your siblings haven't already acquired as far as opportunities to take advantage of.
Paint cans.
Yep, you see the paint cans Rob's holding. You're just like, damn, I should have got here first.
Yeah, I came down for you guys and nothing.
So, Jasmine,
I'm so glad you're okay, Alex. Glad that all of my sisters are okay so far.
hmm
Why are you holding paint cans? That's my concern.
I've got a plan.
Well, see, there we go.
Alex
Yeah,
walks
there we
down
go.
No.
into the basement
No.
and like catches Rob and Lauren, and they're just like doing the startled over the shoulder, being like,
Like,
we're just holding some paint cans.
like no offense, Rob, but paint cans are gonna weigh you down.
He's not taking them with him. We're setting a trap.
There's 3 of you. You could carry enough paint cans. It's fine.
Here you go, Alex.
Same.
Here's a paint can. Help a dude out.
I got my screwdriver. I'm good.
Oh.
This weighs a lot. Screwdriver.
This weighs a lot. You're only 6.
Right. I was tiny as a 6-year-old. I didn't get a lot of food as a kid. I was skinny.
Jasmine, you are in your bedroom hiding. What do? Do you move? Go
Stay right where I am.
Jasmine might survive this whole night because she just didn't leave her room the whole night.
Must be nice to wake up in your room.
All right. Well, do you look for anything like tool, opportunity, danger?
An opportunity.
So you look through your look around your room, and you see that your computer is sitting on your desk. And well, you know, what would be like the equivalent of a nice desk for a 6-year-old? It's like a little card table. But you have your computer sitting there, and you remember that while you did realize that the emergency phone is missing, that the sound is still on. So if you were to send a message to that phone through email or something of that kind, you could listen for it and find it.
I'm about to save us all.
Jasmine's about to pull a fucking pro gamer move, dude.
So that's your
Jasmine-
opportunity. That you
Jasmine
find
really
it.
is the most responsible of us children, where she has her own room
Yeah.
and it has her own computer in the room.
Mhm.
Like,
All right, Monster's turn.
Mm.
Okay. So, top of the round 3. Lauren, you're still in the basement.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I have a question about classifying our finds.
Mhm.
Would something like string be considered a tool or an opportunity?
I'll say it's a tool.
All right, I'm going to look for tools.
You look in the basement, and outside of the few things you've already found, like the bullets and the scraper, there's nothing really in there that can help you with your Scooby-Doo-esque trap that you're trying
Damn.
to set up, nor help you to fight the monster. You're kind of just out.
Sick.
Okay. Cool.
You do find a handy-dandy
Guess I'm
book,
just
though, on
here.
crafts to do with your kids, Volume 3.
Ooh.
Did our dad
Well-
write it?
Written by one
Be a good father.
H.R. Miller.
What a dad. Well, I guess I'll say, hey guys, I think we're plumb out of things for our plan.
We've excavated all the resources in the basement.
Yeah.
Out of things.
So, Rob, you hear this bad news from Lauren about there not being any more useful items. What do you do?
All right. Where's the Dixie Cup telephone that in the basement located? The one that is clearly, because there's 5 kids in this house. There's no way that we haven't like set up an entire like elaborate Dixie Cup like daisy chain communications in every room.
I'm going to say that it is behind the TV because I like that idea. I didn't really think of it, but it's coming
Okay.
in now. So it's now canon.
I'm coming up to the Dixie Cup, and I'm gonna like give it a little hello. Kaylee, Jasmine, are you? Do you live? You know,
Do you
We got-
live?
Hey, bro.
over.
I know you got some bullets. Guess what I found?
Wait,
in
how
Mom
do
and
you know
Dad's
that
room.
information?
How do you know this?
You haven't seen him since the
She's
monster.
working with
I found the
Hopper.
box.
It's the
Are
monster,
you
dude.
sure?
The monster can emulate
Come help
voices.
me.
No.
Could you use Dixie cups? I thought it had to be tin cans.
You can use Dixie
I think the
cups.
Dixie cup. That's
Yeah.
that was like the thing that you made in like kindergarten or whatever, right? It's like the paper cups.
Yeah, it was
I
like,
remember Dixie.
surely
Cup.
we'd just have walkie talkies.
Nah, I like the Dixie cups better, but we'll say they work like walkie-talkies.
All right.
So you,
So Kaylee answers.
yeah. So Kaylee answers. Sorry, Kaylee.
Ring,
Finish
ring.
your statement.
I answer.
Even though you're in the master bedroom, we're gonna say the Millers allow you kids to have.
I
your
have
fun.
a very loud voice, okay? I have been told.
Okay, so now we know gun is in
Well, I
Mom
think
and
it
Dad's
is.
room.
I found the box. So, I'm just I either have to climb up like, some shoe rack in the closet, or you could
Sure.
come give me a boost, but
Okay,
your
we got-
prerogative.
All right, you got gun, I got bullet. So I think maybe the plan is to move up to Kaylee. Acquire the weapon.
So you move up to the
So-
master bedroom.
Yeah, I'll move up to the master bedroom.
Okay. So you go up to the master bedroom,
Taking paint with me.
and you see you have the paint cans with you, and you see your sister is in the closet, consistently trying to jump up to grab the box that the gun.
Can I help her
Well,
grab it?
that's on Kaylee. Kaylee, it is now your turn. Do you accept Rob's help to help you, or request help to get
Yes,
the gun?
please give me a boost. Yeah.
So-
I would like to try and reach the top of the closet. Every kid's dream.
So I'm gonna say I planned this. This is going to be a gamble roll.
Oh,
And
no pressure.
So you're
First
gonna
gamble roll.
I'm gonna ask you high or low, and you tell me which one you want. Yeah, which one you're gambling on. So high or low.
I guess we'll go high because I'm trying to reach that top of the closet.
Because you're
up
reaching a
high.
high plate.
That's where it is.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Rob, comes into the closet and he helps you he stands as you climb onto his shoulders. And it only gets you high enough to climb on the first shelf so you can climb to the second shelf where the box is located in this closet. Because there's a little shelf where where Mrs. Miller keeps all of her shoes. You get up to that
Mid-shelf.
second shelf, and then you hear it creak as it nearly pops upon the weight you putting your full weight of your foot on the top of it. And just
Can I brace the shelf?
Hold on.
Hold up
as it snaps, you in the nick of time catch the shelf you're aiming for with the gun on it and grab onto it for dear life as the shelf falls down and all
Hell
Mrs.
yeah.
Miller's
Ah!
shoes spreads out.
covered in shoes.
Yes, you are swept in shoes, Rob. And you, with your little 6-year-old strength, pull yourself up enough to grab the box and then just fall down into the closet.
Little
And you
six,
now have
doing full pull-ups on a bar there,
that's right.
getting
So
a
now
workout.
you now have the box with the gun in it.
We got the blicky. Hell yeah, dude.
I got the gun and 2 tickets to the gun show for doing that pull-up. Thank
Oh
you.
my god. I love it.
She feels empowered. I respect that.
Meanwhile, Alex, you are still in the basement with Lauren.
Please don't leave me here.
What do you do?
There's no opportunity or anything down there, Lauren.
I know I can follow you up, I guess.
I'm gonna head towards the kitchen.
Okay.
See what's going on the ground floor.
So you're in the kitchen. Do you and did you? No, you didn't skip a movement, did you? No, because you went. Yeah, okay. So now that you're in the kitchen, you can search for tools, an opportunity, or danger.
Let's look for tools.
So, of course, this being a kitchen, there are an assortment of tools you can use, of course, to hurt monsters. And namely, the first one you think of to grab, because, duh, is one of the many kitchen knives that are in the rack. You climb up on the counter and you grab one of the kitchen knives, and now you have a sharp kitchen knife. A real stabbing
I have
implement.
very pointy
Better than the
things.
screwdriver. Yes, you're carrying many pointy things.
That is very me.
Jasmine, meanwhile, in her bedroom, just like chilling. What do you do?
Well, I gotta use this computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I send an email to the phone.
And we're gonna say this takes up your action phase to use your
Okay.
Using an opportunity to its effectiveness is an action.
Okay.
So you send an email, and lucky for you, you're on the second floor. So as soon as you send it, you hear a notification chime coming from directly above you.
In the attic.
Yo.
The calls from within the house.
Oh.
Knew it.
So that is your turn. Unless you want to move, like you still have your movement because you did your action first, which is not. But we'll allow it.
Well, I had to stay in the room to do the action.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
So,
I'm breaking my own rules. So
yeah, hey, I didn't even pay attention to the rules when you first explained them, and I knew
this
that.
is true. Also, for the audience, I will you'll know the rules and stuff. I'll explain it later, I'll record a different thing. And
Better.
make fun of this. Yeah. So, monster's turn. That's interesting. Okay, so
Is it?
Don't be saying shit like that.
Yeah,
dude.
who's dying?
I got my pointy
Interesting.
Oh
thing.
no, I sacrificed. I
I'm
found out
ready.
the clue. It's gonna be me.
so, Lauren, you're in the basement.
No.
You're in the basement. There isn't anything.
Yeah.
So, top of the round, fourth round. You're in the basement, and your siblings have left you. So what do you do?
I think I would be like, hey, we haven't heard from Jasmine on our Dixie Cup phone, so I'm going to go check on her. And she likes to hang out in her room, so I'll just go in there by chance.
Okay.
She's got a laptop in there.
Cool
She
setup.
gets all that space, so I would hang out there too.
Jasmine's
she's got
room
her
is the
own-
coolest.
Yeah, she's got her own
Yeah.
McDonald's, Starbucks.
So
Eating my Happy Meal.
Just
you go up till you go up out the basement. You pass Alex hanging out in the kitchen.
you better believe like my eyes are like closed and I'm running and screaming the whole time.
Running,
And I'm
screaming,
just
crying.
Watching her do this with my sharp objects in the kitchen.
As
Mhm.
you run, you make it to Jasmine's room. You whip the door open. Jasmine's in there chilling on the computer, ready to do
Cool.
her thing.
Yeah.
And you run smack dab into something that's sitting in the front of in the
No.
front door. This is a gamble roll because it's the monster.
The moment she leaves the basement.
Yeah. I feel so set up.
So, high or low?
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go high.
All right. First gamble roll with the monster in it.
Rooting for you, Lauren.
Oh my god, Jasmine's
got
gonna
it.
see me die.
So,
No, she's
Attack him with the scraper.
Yeah, I mean,
Stab him with the scraper, Lauren.
I don't have faith in the scraper, you guys.
Hit him
I'm
with
sick.
the paint can.
So
Yeah, well, you guys I want to make it clear, I'm running to Jasmine's room when I'm screaming.
I mean, yeah, the Jasmine's room is right next to the master
So
bedroom, so I assume I
everybody
hear
knows.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just for everyone else's edification.
So, this being a fight and all, this is your action.
Yeah,
And-
my death.
And you run into the monster, and upon hitting him, he uncamouflages. And he just he whips his head at you. He was ready to eat Jasmine, but now opportunity has presented itself. And he's tries to swipe at you, but in your fear, you just immediately tuck into a ball and dodge his swipe. And then you remember, I have my scraper. And so you jig him right in the side
Stab
for
him
one
with
hit.
the scraper!
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
And now I'll give you the option, because I didn't think about this. I always thought about it of people leaving the room. I didn't think about people coming in the room. You can choose to either continue going into Jasmine's room, or you can go somewhere else.
I might run to Kaylee and Rob. They're across the hall, right?
With the
Or, right
gun.
down the hall.
Right next door.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
bullets.
fuck that.
So you having victored over the monster this time, you run over to the master bedroom.
Not trying my luck. But I would tell them to go check on her.
All right, so Rob, Lauren runs in, a little bit of monster blood on her from stabbing him.
Yo.
And she's crying and very and scared, and she's just like, the monster's in Jasmine's room. What do you do?
Hell yeah. All right, dude. All right. Let's assess the situation. All right. Let's pool our resources. What kind of gun am I looking at here?
You're looking at a standard revolver.
Okay. All right. That's easy. Who gets gun?
I'm gonna say because Kaylee got
gonna
it.
use the gun?
Kaylee has it.
Alright.
Is it a
Can I-
turn for me to give Rob the gun since he has the bullets?
Yes,
Is it his turn or my turn?
your turn.
Oh, so he can't. I can't
Take
get
gun.
the bullets
Trade.
until
Can't
his turn.
No, he can give you the bullets on his turn, and then you can, having both the gun and bullets, can load them, and then you have.
But
a
he
fully
can't
loaded
take
weapon.
the gun on
What if-
his turn.
What if I trade?
No.
What if I can't trade the paint for the gun?
No,
with
you
Kaylee?
cannot also trade
the
the
This
paint.
is a lot
dude.
of pressure to put on me with the gun.
Can a cat
guys.
be a weapon?
You don't have a cat because
Weapon.
Mrs. Miller's allergic.
Absolutely.
so
Oh.
Apologize to Cheddar for not involving
I
him in your
love
game.
you, Cheddar, but I'm sorry. He
He's offended
make
now.
the game too easy because cats are very defendable against monsters.
Okay. All right. So here's what if I want to give Kaylee the bullets. Is that
Yeah.
my turn? Does that mean I can't do anything else?
Well, yeah, essentially, yeah. If you're skipping your movement
Okay, here's-
phase to then give her the bullets, yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna give Kaylee the bullets yet, but I am going to take my paint and I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna go into the hallway and I'm gonna look for Hopper.
Well, you know
Do I
she's
see
in
him where,
Jasmine's room, so you want it because the hallway is a
Wait,
separate location,
Do
so
we
you can
know
just go to
how
Jasmine's
long
room.
he stays non-invisible after Lauren shanked him?
You
Is
don't
he
know-
just?
That's a good question.
You don't know that information.
I mean, yeah, but Bugman's wounded, dude. I want to go from the direction where Lauren ran in from, where she said the bug monster was, and I want to go. Do I see him standing on the hallway?
You see the trail of blood coming from Jasmine's room, but you assume that's Lauren running away because she has some blood on her. But it does lead
Okay,
to
but
a
I don't
trail to
see
where
any-
the last place where you don't see the monster in the hallway.
I don't see the monster in the hallway.
You don't see him, but you
Okay.
can surmise that maybe he might still be down there.
Still got that paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about tossing the paint onto the monster. Should I just throw it out into the hallway, see if it hits anything?
So for the sake of you using your opportunity and being more, because the hallway is a separate singular location, I'm going to say,
okay, I'm gonna
you-
tell
you
them.
go-
I'm tell them I'm going to. I'm gonna
hold on.
check on Jasmine.
You go to Jasmine's, the doorway in the hall, and then you just chuck the paint into the room. As you do so, the monster has paint on them. You hit him. You hit the
Hell yeah, got him.
There you go.
But now I'm stuck in room with monster.
You're now technically in the hallway, so I'm going to say you're in the hallway, not Jasmine's room. So you're
Okay.
still technically in a separate location, but you've now unveiled the monster.
Okay, I've done my duty. Do I stay in the hallway?
You stay in
or-
the hallway, yes.
Okay, all right.
So Kaylee, you see your brother dart around with his paint cans in hand, ready. He knows what you have to do. Also, Rob, by the way, this wasted your paint cans, so now you just have empty paint cans.
Oh, okay.
But Kaylee, you see your brother rush around and use his paint. So what do you do?
Let's see. So I can move once and take an action, right? Or is it just
Well, yes. Well, you can move other places.
So
I assume you don't, because
I could
you skipped your
move into
movement a
the
couple
hall.
times. But I assume you don't want to go anywhere else because the monster is like close by.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I move into the hall, could I give Rob the gun in the same swift motion?
No. So that would be a move and action, yes, to like do both.
Okay, so I can only do one, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can
can't-
move into the
Well, she
hallway
can do both, can't she? She can.
and give Rob the gun. Yes, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I could do both. Question. If the monster is still in the hallway and he decides to attack us, does he attack us as a collective group for the roll or as individuals?
So technically, the way I mapped it out, the monster's only technically in Jasmine's room. So far, the only person he can now attack is anybody who tries to go into Jasmine's room or Jasmine.
Okay. But if there's for sake of
Jasmine looks so shook.
yeah, for sake of like, you know, what may or may not be happening in the near to remote future, like, does the monster attack us as one unit or each person?
I see
Does he
what you
pick
mean.
us off one by one, or is he grabbing all the 6-year-olds? And
I'm
just...
going to say on his turn, if he attacks you, it's as a collective. On your separate turns, when you interact with the monster,
Okay,
it's
so
a
like
singular instance.
Rob and I are in the hallway together, and he comes out of Jasmine's room. He could have
That's if
one
on
movement
his movement
into the hall, and then one action of attacking us, and he would attack both Rob and me.
Yes.
Oh.
That was a sound.
So
it's a deep consideration, you know. There's a lot of things happening.
So, Alex, you are downstairs in the kitchen, and you hear all this commotion going on
Yeah.
of paint cans and people running around upstairs.
And
What
then
do you do?
if the monster does attack us, if the monster does attack me and Rob, can Rob like attack back with the gun? Like, does the gun count as a weapon in like a defense or only as a weapon in an attack?
As an attack, like on your turn.
Okay, so we can't defend ourselves with the gun.
You cannot
We can only
counter, no.
attack with we can only attack with the gun.
Yes. I mean, in the sense of how this game works, but in real life, you would
you know, I just want to be thorough.
Listen, the game has to be balanced, okay? The monster has to be able to win. When the gun's involved, that makes it pretty hard. If you could just shoot back, you have 3 bullets.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't at least try to help my siblings. So I think I'm gonna definitively say I'm gonna go into the hallway. I'm gonna give Rob the gun because I have the gun. So now Rob will have the gun and the bullets. And I guess we'll just be in the hallway, potentially waiting some doom, and hopefully we'll be able to save Jasmine on someone's turn.
Well,
I'm
luckily, no
rooting
one's
for
used the
ya.
ghost line so far, so you all still have 2 lives. So, something to think about. Alex, you're in the kitchen.
Yeah, that seems like the
You know
Alex
nothing.
Kitchen.
I have like the most weaponry,
You're
and
not
I'm in the safest location.
around to help.
I'm just gonna say, traumatic childhood and all kind of makes you better with your instincts.
But you do hear a bunch of commotion going on upstairs. What do you do?
You know what? I'm gonna use the paranormal lifeline thing since you brought it
You
up.
gonna use your ghost slime?
Yeah. I mean, clearly I'm doing fine, so.
So you call out and you're just like, help! I need help! And that mysterious fog, glittery fog that made you pass out appears before you, and out pops this old ghost who's just, what? What now? Who are you? And he just looks out to you. Hey, what do you want?
Ghost.
Is he gonna be any help, or is he just this old crazy?
Oh, I'm asking you, what do you want? You want help, right? What do you say?
I don't know. Can you help me get my siblings into a safer location? Can we help Jasmine get to a safer location?
Jasmine T?
She's the one who's in.
What do you need Jasmine T for?
danger.
That ain't gonna help you in it. No, I'm just kidding. So, so you ask this ghost to help with your siblings, and the tidbit he gives you is that he is aware that the monster has a particular weakness and affinity to water. And he's just like, he don't like that H2O stuff.
Scooby-Doo.
He don't like it. So if you can, splash it on him a little bit, give him a little wet, not drenched, just a little bit. He might get hurt a little bit. I'm just saying, I don't know how you gonna do it. You don't got no domicile, whatever. Also, that water could be used to make some good jasmine tea. So anyway, I'll see you later, little homie. All right. And then he just fades into smoke.
Oh my gosh.
And now,
So that wasn't a ghost of my ancestors.
no, it
huh?
was not.
Somebody else. All right.
Some
Random
real ghost of Christmas past inspiration.
So you now know a
Not
weakness of
Christmas
the
Carol
monster.
stuff
But
happening.
however, you know that you also, he did also specify it has to be in a contain. You have to have something to contain water. You can't just hold it in your hands. It'll drop out.
Well, I'm in the kitchen.
So what do you do?
Get a cup of water
Well,
or a
you
bowl
have
of
to look for a
water.
tool. I didn't say there's a cup in there.
Why is there no cups in the kitchen? What is going on in this family? What's wrong with these people? Really, they should be having children. Then can I search for a tool?
Sure.
Or-
You find a cup.
Yeah.
No way, dude.
What?
Listen, there's a very specific way this game rolls, all right? If we start breaking the rules, it's going to be pandemonium.
sorry, I'm
Dogs and
sorry.
cats living together, all this type of chaos.
Again, I like to point out that I have the best weapons and in the safest location.
This is true. So you
And the most knowledge.
you now sit in the kitchen now having a cup and the information that water can hurt the monster. Jasmine, back in the action. This feels like it cut over to meanwhile in the kitchen. Meanwhile,
you all are having up there. I'm just
all this
hanging out down
action,
here.
all this
There's an
tension.
A plot and a
the
B plot.
violins are playing, it's that high tension violin in every horror movie, and then cut to, so you're a ghost, huh? Yeah, I'm a ghost.
Are you gonna help me out or no? Or do you ghosts eat? I can make a sandwich real quick. They're busy up there. They're doing something.
So Jasmine, back in your room, you see a monster covered in paint, and he's bleeding just a little bit. He's hurt. But you, of course, have no weapons and are in the room. What do you do?
So is it not possible for me to just jump out the window?
I mean, you already labeled it as a danger because it's on you're on the second floor.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I would like to reach out to my ghost.
Okay. You reach out and the fog and smoke come, the glittery smoke comes, and out pops this Elizabethan gentleman with the ruffled hat and
Why
powdered
does
wig.
she get a proper ghost and I get like somebody from Boondocks?
Listen,
That's just the way
that's
it
the way
is.
the ghost line works, all right? It's just like Jesus, all right? He might not be there when you want him, but when you need him, he's gonna be
I
there.
kind of feel like I want to do the ghost line just to see what I get. Like, some real roulette.
This Elizabethan ghost comes out and he's like, hello! Ah, a young lady of the house. How may I assist
You got Oscar Wilde.
madame?
So I'm just like real lost. Like this guy is scary. I don't know what to do. Can you help me out? Can you help me?
He looks over at the monster and he's like, oh my, what a ghastly figure. Perhaps his eyesight isn't quite as good as it once was now that he is covered in this mysterious liquid. I am sure that if you possibly used, I don't know what they call it these days, a movement phase, you could perhaps hide from him. Now that he
A
is...
movement phase?
Well,
Are you telling me to
listen,
just move out of the
fucking
way?
guy.
I've been trying to get woke, as the kids call it these days. I've been learning a lot down in heaven. A lot of people have died, don't you know? And I've
Down?
been talking to a lot of them.
Down in heaven.
So
Okay, I just need a straight answer. Like, can I move and it'll help?
what I'm saying is,
Okay.
yes, if you move, you could use a movement phase to hide, and then and not leave the room. Seeing as he's
So, I
distracted
should
by your
hide, but I
siblings.
should not leave the room.
Yes, that's exactly. See, you understand. You kids today are very smart with your new technology. Back in my day, the highest technology we had was a ball in a cup. Did you know that?
We did know that.
So I'm just gonna hide.
He's like, good luck with your hiding. I'm going to
Thank
go
you.
back and talk to the Twitter folk in heaven. All right. And then he poofs away into a puff of smoke.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm just having snacks.
And Jasmine, you hide under your bed.
So back to what I was doing at the first time. See, I had good instinct.
That's right. And so now it's the monster's turn, and the monster is hurting, y'all. He's not feeling so good. he's hurt, and flabbergasted. What with the paint and all that, and so he's just gonna dip, and so he scurries away really quickly off into another area of the house. And he just goes immediately to the ceiling, so he's above you, Rob and Kaylee, and he just scurries through the hallway out of there. And you don't know where he goes to. And you just hear the, bug sounds and whatnot. And so that was your first contact with the monster. And you did get a hit in, so congratulations.
Good job, guys.
Round 5. We're almost done. We're at round 5 out of 8. So you guys are still, and no one's dead. The only lives that have been lost have been to summon ridiculous ghosts.
Oscar Wilde and a boondock.
Oscar Wilde. So, Lauren, it's your turn, and you are in the master bedroom, and having experienced fighting the monster, what do? You can move. You have an action. What do you do?
Oh my gosh. Is anyone in there still?
Nope. Kaylee and Rob are in the hallway.
Okay, I think I would just... Well, they're not going to stay in the hallway, are they? I don't know. Maybe I'll hide under the bed in the master bedroom. I just need to lie down. That was a lot.
So you stay in the master bedroom. Do you search for an opportunity, tool, or danger?
Yeah, I'll search for an opportunity. We're not tapped out of those, right?
Unfortunately, though, you find the same opportunity Jasmine found, but now with your parents' computer that is also in their room.
Oh.
So you know that if you use it, you could possibly... Now, granted, though, no one's found the phone yet, and that was only one chime. So you could, of course, if you don't find it in the next round, use it again. to like
Okay.
remind people where it is.
Works for me.
But now you remembered the computer, but you're hiding under the bed for right now, just chilling.
Yeah.
Rob, you were with Kaylee in the hallway, having done pretty good, like revealing the monster and whatnot.
And you have the gun
and I got the
bullet.
gun.
And you have the gun now.
Is-
Yeah, the gun and
You're
the bullet.
welcome, bro.
I'm gonna say as a free thing, I'm
where-
not gonna make you like do a separate action just to load the gun. So I'm gonna say like combined, like much like Resident Evil, you've now combined 2 items and now you just have a loaded gun with 3 bullets in.
Oh, well,
Was it
isn't
loaded when I got it?
Nice.
Sorry, Rob, what'd you say?
You haven't moved, Jasmine.
Was it loaded when I got it?
No, she gave you an unloaded gun. Yeah, no, Mr. Miller is a
you had the
responsible man.
bullet.
In case his kids were to ever find the gun, he doesn't want it to just be loaded. You got to keep the bullets somewhere
Yeah,
else.
but he also has the gun up in the
just
bedroom.
checking.
The bullets. In
I'm
the
not saying Mr.
basement.
Miller's a very smart
Like,
man, but he
that's-
assumes that he's very responsible. He likes to protect his
I'm
children.
just trying to be thorough. All right. Guns loaded. Safety's off.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Is the monster still in front of me?
No. Monster scurried
No, he
off.
scurried
So you don't know where
away.
the monster
He
is.
scurried away.
On the
Where'd he go to?
ceiling.
I can't tell you that.
I didn't see where he went.
You saw him scurry off down the hallway, but past that, you don't know like where he went from there. So there's no guarantee that he didn't go anywhere else.
Oh. Okay. All right. We need a plan. Kaylee, you should go into the. Wait, where did Lauren go? She's still in the bedroom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the master, though.
What's up? Say it again.
The master bedroom.
Still in the master bedroom.
Hmm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna tell Kaylee that maybe she should tell Lauren to meet us somewhere. Where should we go though? We got the gun though now, and now it's like
I
not
feel
invisible,
like you should
so
go
we can
to
like.
the attic. You're defending
attic?
against. Well, because that's where the phone is, right?
Oh yeah. Maybe. Well, we don't know that.
You got
I
a
guess,
gun.
right?
You're pretty.
No, that's
safe-ish.
where the ringing came from.
Okay. Well, then should we all just go to the? Did we hear
Or
the
we should
ringing
go
when Jasmine called it?
It came
No,
through
because
she
you
emails
were
it.
at that time. You, Lauren, Kaylee might have, but you, Lauren, and Alex were in the basement, so you were mad far away. Kaylee probably heard the
Okay.
chime though, because she was in the master at the time.
Can I talk to Lauren from the hallway? Like, do it?
Yeah,
The door's open, so you could just call out.
I'm just gonna tell them to meet me in Jasmine's room. I'm gonna check to see if she's okay, and then I'm gonna go into Jasmine's room. Is she okay?
Jasmine, are you okay?
Could be better.
Yeah. Well, that's a big fucking mood right now. I'm going to share my information with Jasmine, and I assume she does the same with me.
The phone's
I'm
in the
gonna
attic.
pick up. Hell yeah. Should we go up there? Is the babysitter maybe like dead up there, like stuck in some sort of cocoon
Well, you
or
just
something?
used your movement to go into Jasmine's room from the hallway, so.
I know. I'm just talking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
and
talking to
is so is
Jasmine.
the so wait, where's the bug?
You don't know.
It's
Scurried
scurried
away.
off.
Okay, so the bug
I-
isn't in the room with me anymore.
No.
I feel like we should either hang out with Alex because she got all the weapons.
Well, yeah, that's the next thing. I
Again,
want to find the Dixie
Kaylee,
cup and like.
as the omnipotent kid who knows what is always going on in rooms she's not in.
Okay, I'm pretty loud, and so is Alex. I feel like she could have yelled up.
Hey,
From the
hey, hey!
kitchen.
Don't call me out like that.
I mean,
I wanna get on the
I'm
Dixie
calling
cups and ring
myself
up
out.
Alex.
I'm pretty loud at
Ring up
least. I don't know
Alex.
about you, but I'm definitely pretty loud. So, maybe I just know things. I'm very intuitive, Jerome. Give me a little more credit, all right? I am a savvy 6-year-old child, and I know what's up. So, I know what's going on in the house. I know all the creaks and all the sounds and stuff, I know what's up. I can tell some things, but I think we should either go where we have all the weapons, or we should check out that phone up in the attic. Either safety or numbers, or we should probably explore somewhere new. Just saying,
Fair. Rob, you still have an action on your turn, though. So now that you're in Jasmine's room,
I want to get on the Dixie cups and I want to call up Alex.
That's just a roleplay thing. I
wanna
mean,
see
do
where-
you look for a
she's the only
tool,
one that's
opportunity,
unaccounted
or
for.
danger first? And then we'll get to Dixie Cups later.
Hey, don't like bring me involved in all you guys, because clearly I'm the only one doing fine.
Okay.
I have weapons and I have snacks.
I just get Alex's voicemail in the Dixie cup, I guess. That's fine.
I can't let them know where I am. The
That'd be
monster will
funny if
find
you
me.
call a Dixie Cup all years.
Maybe if you all stop
the
talking
number you
so
reached
loudly.
has been
That's just
disconnected.
me. It's just me talking loudly.
And meanwhile,
I suppose I will look for an opportunity in Jasmine's room.
Jasmine, having a room to herself, really just keeps a lot of things, to herself, and you don't find anything that is of use to you at all in Jasmine's room.
Okay.
Past just the computer that she
Very cool,
already
very
found.
cool.
Mm.
All right. Well, I still think that we should, stay together, move as a group, form some kind of plan. I'm open to ideas.
All right, Kaylee, it's your turn. You now are in the hallway, and you no longer have a tool, so now you are defenseless, technically.
Rob should have given me some paint cans.
I used them to cover up the bug.
Also, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. Lauren, your scraper has also been used up, as it's been used to attack the monster once.
These are
Okay.
one-use items.
Uh-oh.
All
Yes.
right.
The monster's very tough. He's got a very thick exoskeleton, so as soon as you stab him once, it kind of just breaks anything that just is in the way.
I mean, I'm impressed it did anything, so that's
Cool.
okay.
I mean, you drew first blood, Lauren. That's pretty badass right there.
Thank you.
But what do you do, Kaylee?
I guess. I'm gonna go. Ugh. There's so many no good options to choose from.
So many no good options.
There's just so many. Just wow.
We try to look for a tool in one of the other bedrooms or something, maybe.
Yeah, I was debating if I wanted to go to the one bedroom we have never been to. There's one bedroom, right, that I think none of us even started in. I don't know whose bedroom that
Mhm.
is, but it's
that
one
would
of ours.
Are you talking about the one by the bathroom? Like the upstairs bathroom?
Yeah.
That is Lauren
No,
and
there's
Kaylee's room. Well, Lauren in your room.
Oh. All right. It's my room. You know what? I'm gonna actually go to the bathroom cuz he doesn't like water, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that seems like a place with a lot of water.
You don't know that.
I heard the ghost across the hall.
I heard
The door was open, right?
he was downstairs, so I mean, it doesn't matter what doors are open because you weren't
I
on
don't
that
know.
floor.
I can get on my little Dixie cup phone call, right?
Alex
Is that not
has
allowed?
disconnected her line with her knife that she
Yeah,
used in the
she's
kitchen.
taking no
Did she
call.
take the
No
knife
call.
and just sever that string?
She severed
like,
that string. She's cut the connection. She doesn't want
we
to
have,
be bothered.
we have no idea.
She's blocked her
I'm just
siblings
chilling over here.
on her phone. On her phone plan.
Straight up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I would like to search for weapons, I guess. I want to look for a cup.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, maybe
So
I could attack him with a hairdryer or something.
So you go to the bathroom and you look for tools, and it's a little scarce pickings. But what you do find, mysteriously, sopping wet, but still usable. The money that was meant for the babysitter.
Hey-oh!
Ooh.
So you now have
Yeah.
all of $200, which is what the Millers
I
left the
can now
babysitter.
bribe
They're a lot more rich
Hopper
than you
to
think.
All the
leave.
money.
Just fucking leave, please.
I mean,
Jeez
there's
Louise.
6 children, like 6 and under. Like that babysitter
That's
better be
true.
getting paid well.
So, that was like, some of it was like for food, and then the rest was going to be her payment for the night. So,
Wow.
$200.
Nothing more great than wet money.
I didn't say it was wet, sopping wet from water. No, that's bug goo.
Just be grateful,
At best.
Kaylee.
That's true. I mean, even as a 6-year-old, I'm sure I'm still stoked about this money, especially if it's if it's quarters. I could dry that off. Sure.
So you find the
Okay.
money. Yay!
Yeah.
If you survive
money,
this, you
big
can get
money.
all the candy you want.
I'll share it with whoever stabs Hopper and saves me.
You trying to bribe
so
us now?
Alex,
I mean, yeah, you're just hiding in the kitchen and you cut your
I'm
line.
not hiding.
Alex.
I'm just chilling out.
Dylan.
I need something.
Alex is you are in the kitchen eating your snacks. The line has been severed from you and the rest of your family, and you have all the weaponry. Well, these 2 are the most effective, I guess, because they're actual stabbing implements. And what do you do?
Can I fill up my cup with water now?
Yes, you can.
Well, then I fill the cup up
So
with
you
water.
do.
Our-
So now added to your inventory is cup of water.
Got a strange vibe going on.
So there you go. Do you want to? Well, I guess you stay to do that.
I figured I was staying, and
Okay.
that's my action.
Jasmine,
Besides,
it's your turn.
I have chips. I don't want to go yet.
Okay, so I have not looked for a tool in this room.
No, you have not.
So I would like to look for a tool.
Jasmine, you look for a tool in your room, and although you're not, your interests have started to wane, you remember that Mr. Miller is a huge baseball fan, and he always shares baseball with his daughter, and so you have a baseball bat inside of your room that you have now. Has
Yo.
now become a
Jasmine's
weapon
room
of
has all the
weapon
cool
combat.
shit, man.
Okay.
So you know
All
how
the
to
Time
best
for a
stuff.
Steve Harrington moment, dude.
So, wait, who's in my room with me?
Rob.
Me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can I make my way to the attic?
Oh, I'm sorry. We did this out of order. But you know what? That was my fault. So yes, I'll allow you to still go to the attic. Because it should be movement first, then search. But I'll allow it. So, so you head to the attic. But you can't search this place yet. So you're just in the attic.
Okay, but I do have my
You
bat.
have your bat with you. Yes.
Cool. I'm satisfied.
Monster round. Here we go. Hold on. Sorry. My phone locked. Okay. So let me think. Oh no one's here. Okay, cool. Never mind. So, Lauren, your turn. You were in the master bedroom.
Maybe I'll look for a tool. Oh wait, no.
Well,
yeah,
firstly,
okay, well,
Wait,
where
do
do you?
decide to
Yeah,
stay
do you
or go?
decide? Like, do you move? Okay.
I'm gonna stay.
So, do you find like you look for a tool, opportunity, or danger?
Tool.
So, you look around the master bedroom, and you find a letter opener on the desk of the Millers, where they check out their mail.
Sounds good to me.
Rob, you're in Jasmine's room, but you now know that the phone is in
Yeah.
the attic. So where do you go, if you go anywhere?
Okay. I'm thinking that maybe go to the attic, right? You know, there's a phone up there. Call for help, maybe. at the very least.
Okay.
So I think that's my plan. I'm declaring that out to my sisters, both in this room and in the hallway, and
All right.
just letting them know my plan. And I'm going up. I'm going in, dude.
So you go up to the attic and you search for tool, opportunity, or danger. And I'm not going to tell you which one the phone is. So you got to...
Well, I'm looking for danger, dude. New room.
So the attic has some creaky boards in it. So, be careful moving around.
Tell me I'm going to fall through the floor of this fucking attic, dude? I thought this
said
was a
there's
nice
creaky
house.
boards, all right?
All right, creaky boards.
Convention.
So, Kaylee, your turn. You're in the bathroom. You found money.
Money.
What do you do?
Well, I heard Rob announce his plans.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to the attic too. So
Okay.
that's safety in numbers, Rob still has a gun, so that seems like a good plan. Little 6-year-old gun toting brother o' mine.
So you make it to the attic. You search for tool, opportunity, or danger.
I would like to search for a tool because wet money feels very untool-like.
So you search through the various boxes that are in the attic, watching your step because Rob tells you about the creaky boards. And what you find is that, Mr. Miller had a lot of hobbies, and some of which didn't quite take. One of those being golfing. And so now you have a golf club to use as a weapon against the monster.
Thanks, Dad.
Cut to Alex in the kitchen. Still just hanging out in the kitchen. with
Why do
this
you
cup
laugh?
of
I'm
water.
doing well.
What do you do?
I have a screwdriver.
That's
and a
also
knife,
true. You have a lot of tools at your disposal.
Too. Just hanging out and eat snacks. Let's head back to the living room. Let's see what's going on there.
So you go to the living room. And tool, opportunity, or danger. What are you looking for?
Opportunity.
So, of course, the biggest opportunity you see is the TV. And you believe this opportunity because you think you could possibly use the remote to distract the monster and call it to a certain location. Now, this could be in your favor, whether that be you running away from the monster or possibly using it if you think you're strong enough or you have the numbers to, kill the monster. So,
Booby trap.
ideas begin to whir through your mind.
Okay.
So, Jasmine, it is your turn. You're in the attic. I assume you don't leave because you know there's something there of value.
I'm going to search for an opportunity.
So you search for an opportunity and you sift through the boxes and you don't really find anything. But just as you're ready to give up your search, you lift your foot, and it sounds almost like the same thing as when you're walking through a sticky movie theater. And you look down, and it's the phone covered in more bug goo, much like the money.
No.
And so you've found the phone. I won't allow you to use it now, but you now have it to be used.
Oh, well,
And
okay,
you do realize though that also you guys may have been knocked out a lot longer than you think because its battery is really low. So you only have enough to make one phone call. And I also forgot to mention that yes, you can call your parents. You can also call the police too. So it's up to you.
Nah.
Fuck the police.
All right, I assumed you wouldn't go for that option, but
Give it to Kaylee. It's white woman's voice.
they'll come
White
immediately.
6-year-old
My white woman
woman's
voice.
Sure.
They'll know you're
So-
half. Jasmine, they'll know.
My little
Too much
6-year-old
seasoning
tiny
in the voice.
You can't risk it. You just have a little bit too much flavor. No offense, Kaylee.
I mean, it's fair. I got that nice thick Midwestern accent. I know, so
So
real wholesome.
round 7. Well, I say round 7. I'm not gonna lie. This is by chance. You guys are thinking about all the things you're gonna do with that phone, and then up from the attic ladder comes this white covered thing that comes stomping up into the attic, and it's of course the monster. And he's finally activating his action phase. So Jasmine, Kaylee, and Rob, high or low? The only one at risk of dying here is Jasmine, by the way, because she used one of her lives for a ghost live. Now, the other two are just going to get scraped up.
No, dude.
Just let it know if y'all come to the
I mean,
living
do you
room
want to pick
survive, by the
Jasmine
way.
since you're the
I have
one?
weapons
Well,
everywhere
all three
and
of
we
you
have
will have to say
distraction
high or
with
low
the
because he's
TV.
attacking all three of you one time. But I'm just asking. You're the only three that have to
Oh.
answer.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
going-
low.
I'm going low, dude.
Okay, Kaylee.
You know what? I'll go high.
All right. So, Kaylee, you try and swipe at the creature, seeing him with your golf. Or no, you don't have the golf club. sorry.
Working on my golf swing.
Or do you have the golf club?
Yeah, she
Yes.
does.
I do.
She has the
I
golf
have
club.
the
No,
golf
Rob
club.
has the gun. That's right. So you use
Yeah.
the golf
And
club
Jasmine has the bat.
and you swing at this monster, and he catches it,
Ugh!
and then immediately throws you through the creaky boards in the attic.
Oh,
And because it's a danger mixed with the monster, you die. I forgot about that. I forgot about the danger mechanic. You instantly
What?
die.
I don't know if we were.
I did
told
not tell you that. I have it
was-
written down
Wait, why does she die?
because it's a danger, and because the monster is one, dangers are another one.
Oh, so am I
It's like
dead?
a
Dead?
double die.
You're dead.
Oh.
Bruh.
You didn't tell
I've-
us.
Can
That
I
is my
like give
bad.
someone my golf club on my way out? You know?
I don't think the monster lets go of the golf club enough for you to give it to somebody.
I mean, he throws
Oh
me.
my
Maybe
God.
I take the golf club with me. I feel like I deserve some of a win here.
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what,
know.
Kaylee, as a
I'll miss you all.
you give like you have like as you go
Avenge me.
as you go down, you think of your siblings.
It was
As
Mendoza.
as you're, he's the monster's got you and he's throwing you down, and in your fit of trying to
my
like
snacks.
have one last heroic thing you do for your family
Got it.
before you die, you reach in your pocket, take the money, and whip it over to Jasmine and Rob, so that they will have the candy now because it'll be of no use to you.
Oh my god.
But I'll take that golf club to my grave, huh?
Yeah,
We'll bury you with it. It's fine.
I'm
The surviving
super
members will
sorry,
bury
you
it.
guys. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. That's my
It is
bad.
what it is. Rip. Pour one out for your homie, please.
Our next chocolate
Go
milk.
So,
on without
I
me.
forgot
I'll
that
just
also-
be here for the commentary.
I forgot that also. Yeah, so technically, because you noticed the danger, Rob is also at risk of dying. I forgot about that. As well as Jasmine.
I mean, does he not see the danger that I just fell through? I feel like he should. He should
well,
have
I mean,
seen that.
I mean that Rob noticed it. So
I feel like he should
Kaylee-
notice me dying.
Kaylee, you land to the second floor, just bloody mess, dead.
Rip. I'm gone.
Rob, in his rage of losing his sister, goes at the monster. The monster swipes at you, Rob, and you're just like super laser focused, and you duck underneath it and shoot him with one of your bullets.
Blah.
And then Jasmine coming in with the, you know, like the WWE comes behind you with the baseball bat and cracks the monster across the side of his head. The roll was high, by the way. You both made the right choice. Or low.
Thank
That's
God.
apparent.
I'll survive.
I figured I had 2 lives left, so I was like, the worst case scenario is I just lose 1, but I guess
Mhm.
not.
I guess in the spirit of horror movie fashion,
I figured I'd be safe
you
going
think
high.
you're a
At
lot
least
safer
one of
than you
us would
actually
survive.
are.
I was trying to be smart.
Okay. So next goal is either to kill the monster or get the phone to the next white woman, Lauren.
No, we killed the monster, right? It only had 2 lives, right?
Is it dead?
I said it
Well, I
takes hits.
stabbed it
I didn't
with a
say it has 2 lives.
Let's look at the rules
Players
that you
have
sent
2
us,
lives. I
shall
put that in the
we?
rules specifically. Monsters have a certain
I'm
amount.
just gonna take a little looky-loo.
I mean, it also goes to say that the monster attacked us and then we did defense, not that we attacked the monster and killed it.
He lost his gamble rolls. So
Okay.
I meant counter in the sense that, like, you can't, after the monster's turn is over, be like, okay, now I attack. But no. In the sense of, like, if he loses, yeah, he takes hits. If you have tools, which you all do. All 3 did, so.
Well, I'm a ghost, so I would like to taunt him mercilessly. Like, just can I berate him? Or my siblings, either way.
I will allow this because
Go after
the
her
thing is,
skinny
the
legs.
monster's stuck in this room. This is where he moved to in his movement phase. So
Can I
You're more than
forever
welcome
haunt
to.
our little Dixie Cup phone line?
you will haunt this house now as a glitter fog ghost, much like the old man in the Elizabethan man.
Congratulations, Lauren. You have the
Still
room
say
to
that was Oscar
yourself
Wilde.
now. Guess you don't have to
have
share
what?
it, because I died.
Oh, because of our room. Oh, I didn't want
I didn't
it to
want
be
it like this.
so. Oh,
So, Lauren, it's now your turn. You hear
mhm.
the crashing of the
Yeah.
of the attic.
You see
I'm
my
going
dead
right
body
back
in the
under
hallway
that bed, I
as
think.
it falls down, forever traumatizing you.
Yeah.
But you stay in the master bedroom, I guess.
We'll all need
Yeah, I'm
therapy
going. I'm gonna hide again.
because I'm dead.
I think that's enough
I mean, you got
for
one
me.
hit in.
So yeah.
You were just saying, "No, I
Hiding.
can't abandon you," and then like you hear the ruckus and you're not gonna go help.
She's dead. Even I know that.
I meant Jasmine and Rob. They're still alive.
They are
They're
fine.
dead.
They're
I
dead
can hear.
too. They just don't know it
They're
yet.
hanging upstairs with the monster.
God, Lauren.
I don't know what's. I just hear bad things. They're screaming. I'm hiding.
So, while you're hiding, do you look for tools, opportunities, dangers? You do have a letter opener, so you do have a stabbing implement.
Maybe a danger. Now that I know it's so dangerous.
Now
It's
that we know
lethal,
the
yeah.
importance.
So you look around the room, and there is no danger. This room is safe.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna stay.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Rob, meanwhile, you are up in the attic, and you've successfully shot the monster. And he's still here because you
Jasmine,
can
we
see
gotta
him.
get the fuck out of here.
So you can
Again, come down
you
to the
can-
living
like,
room
now.
where I have the
must warn
weaponry
you.
and the TV.
Movement is still, because he's still in the room, still is a gamble roll. Unless you,
So what do we
Okay.
do? We just like beat his ass again?
you can, yes,
Just shoot him.
exactly.
Can I shoot him and then try to get out of here?
Well, I'll allow it because that would be cool, actually. But it is going to be still a gamble roll to shoot him. But if you,
Okay, well, I mean, it's either that or stick around here and like get tossed to the fucking
either
the
way, you're
fucking
going to have to
floorboards,
confront
you
this
know.
monster, whether you try to leave
yeah,
or
basically.
you stay and fight. Like you will have to fight.
I'm gonna try to get a headshot out first, though.
Okay, high or low.
Want to put one right between his beady little bug man eyes, dude.
Good.
High or
Yeah.
low? High, dude.
High?
I mean, shoot for the head, man.
Mm.
Don't do this. Don't do this, Jerome. Don't do this to me, man.
He just said,
My
too.
sister just died, dude. Come on, throw me a
So
bone.
you point the gun at the monster, and he whips his head around with those red eyes, and he just like, seeing that he's like also in a life or death situation now that he has a person with a gun in the room, he books it straight at you, like beelines it. And you
Oh
are
my
just
God.
like shaking in fear because you're 6. But through all that, you pull the trigger and you clock him straight in between the eyes and hit him right in the head.
Get shit on, dude. Take that, Hopper.
Yay.
Is he dead?
No, but he's badly hurt.
Oh my god. Oh my
That
god.
doesn't count for like 2 live
Oh, it does. He's just not dead.
headshot. Oh.
Oh my god.
And you only
Okay.
got
Do I
one
need to-
bullet
do I-
left, mind you. So remember that. But
Oh,
now
my God.
you've shot the
Okay.
monster, so now you can leave if you'd like, or you can stay, but the monster won't attack you. This is just a free movement phase, so you can either decide to stay or leave.
Phil-
It's up to you.
Feels wrong to leave Jasmine here with the monster,
Agreed.
but I
But
don't
what?
know. But it's like if we stay
Yeah.
here, we'll die.
But we both have tools, and we have
That's
him
true. We could-
cornered.
We could beat his ass.
We could beat his
All right,
ass.
fine. I'm gonna see this through.
Yes.
I want that kill, dude.
All right. Meanwhile, in the spirit world, Kaylee is having a combo. I'll let you choose. Let you choose. Do you want to go to the spirit world? Or do you want to stay here on the earthly plane and just like ghost around, Kaylee? It's up to you. Actually,
Yeah, I'm busy haunting stuff, I clearly 6-year-old with a grudge, for sure.
I never got to go to 2nd grade. Ooh.
Oh.
Alex.
Around.
Alex, what do you do?
I guess I will go up to the attic and help my siblings.
Okay, so you head up to the attic.
And what have you got to lose?
See
Except
this
your life, I
creature
guess.
Stuff
that
falling
is
through the floorboard.
bleeding.
Been
Oh,
trying to get
on
rid
the
of it
way
for a
up,
while
you
anyway.
also see the body of your sister, and a hole in your roof, or in the ceiling of the leading directly to the attic. But then you go to the attic and you see the creature for the 2nd time. Now you saw him. You're the only one who hasn't interacted with this monster after seeing him the first time.
No, he was having snacks.
and
was
you
having snacks.
you
I was
show
busy.
up and you have you now go into a gamble roll because you're bumping into the monster as he's in the attic.
Can I only use one weapon at a
Yes.
time?
I will let you
Mhm.
choose
Okay.
after the or rather I'll let you choose now because depending on the gamble roll it's going to fail anyway.
Your
So,
water.
So I'll let you choose
Yeah,
which weapon you want
Kaylee
to use.
says use the water.
I will throw the water at him since he's already weakened. Let's do the thing that's
It's
going to
his
do the damage.
right.
Is it
the
high or
boondock.
low?
Low.
Low. Okay. So, knowing what you immediately somehow, I'm going to say it's in like a container. I said cup, but let's, for the sake of how you actually get it up there without spilling it, let's say you have it in like a little like thermos or water bottle or something. And then you unscrew it off all heroically, and then you're just like,
I had a potion vial that I can
and
throw at him.
you say something cool. I don't know what one-liner you would say to a bug monster. But you're just like ready to go.
Guess you're not a water bug, huh?
That's actually a good one. And you chuck the water out the container, just ready to splash it on the monster. And the monster whips his head. Everything slows down as this water is slowly approaching him. And then he is very still alert after being shot. And he dips out the way and the water splashes onto the floor of the attic.
No.
And then
See, this is why I try being a good sister.
And
I get
then-
screwed.
he swipes at you and slashes you dead. 'Cause you only had one life due to the ghost.
Only
See?
one health.
Yeah, I only had one life. See, I try to be nice and help my siblings.
Sorry, Alex.
Guilt tripping me about not being around with people, just being on my own, and this is what happens. This is why I should have let you all die.
And so you
I did.
Kaylee, you're fine. You lived up to it. You're good. I hold
and
no
so
grudges
now,
towards you.
Alex, you tumble down from the attic, down the ladder, and you're now on the
Chilling in
second
the hallway
floor.
together,
Chilling in the
Alex.
hallway. Now you two are a ghost. And
Our little graveyard.
so, Jasmine, it is your turn. And I will give you the same opportunity I gave Rob, that if you want, you can go on the attack and attack this monster
Fuck him up,
with your
dude.
bat.
Rob, how many lives do you have?
I'm maxed out, I think. But but from what I understand, if he hits me in this room, I'm dead. So
Yeah, you're like in the
Also,
Yes, Alex,
aren't
I'm gonna
our
go get more
parents
water.
coming
I'll be
home
right back.
soon? When do our parents come home?
Well, you're
After
in
this
round
round, I think.
7.
He's only got one more turn.
Yeah, it's round 8 is the last one. You're almost there.
Lauren, stay hidden. Just stay there.
That was my plan. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
do it.
High or low?
Hi,
No, not that one. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Rob. Stop it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Wow. So,
Rocks fall, everyone
that's all
dies.
everyone does. You
That's Ghost Alex.
you see your other sister pass away, and Jasmine's like, all right, it's do or die time. And so you run at the monster with the bat
Avenge me.
primed, and you just think about all the good times you had with Alex hanging out as kids and being out in the backyard together. And you also think about all the times you and Kaylee watched Sailor Moon together and had a great time. And
I came up to try to
all
save
that
you guys.
inspiration.
That song that plays at every high school graduation is playing in the background.
And all that inspiration and love for your siblings gives you the right amount of strength to crack that bat right across the monster's face and,
Yes.
and knock his head completely off.
Damn.
And 1,000 smaller bugs come flying out of the corpse.
No, smaller bugs don't come out, but you definitely do swipe, like you crack his head off of his body, like you just completely decimate him. And you stand with your bat covered in bug blood, and you just let out a war cry as you have been victorious against this creature. And the horror has ended. And you have.
Woo!
I laughed because you said high. The roll was 7. It was just enough to survive.
Right on the money.
Oh, that's great.
And so, later into the night, the Millers return home. And, of course, they see police sirens and ambulances and whatnot. Because, of course, you did call the authorities because 2 of your siblings are dead. And also, there's a bug creature. And...
We called the Men in Black.
yeah,
though.
and also some mysterious 2 men,
Yeah.
one of them who looks suspiciously like Will Smith is there in shades, and they carry out something, they don't specify what it is, under a sheet as the Millers are pulling into their driveway. And they, of course, Mr. Miller and Mrs. Miller are very concerned, and they just run over and they're like, "Oh my god, kids, are you okay? What happened?" And
Clearly not.
I've seen some shit, man.
I got screwed over. I was trying to be helpful.
oh, the ghost of Alex appears,
Alex.
and that immediately tips them off that things are not right. Because you were not a ghost when they left.
You're like,
And they look at you kids, and they see how distraught you are. Lauren, tears, and like
Still
Rob,
hiding under the bed.
like Rob,
Just
like
gripping the
slight
letter
paint on
opener.
his on his hands, and with bug blood. Jasmine with a bat covered in bug blood, and 2 kids missing, and now as ghosts. And they're just like, and they say to all of you kids, the sitter is so fired. And
Oh my
the
God,
end,
dude.
rolling credits. And you did it. And that is the end of the first ones to die roleplay game. I hope you guys had a great time.
Yeah.
For those who didn't die, congratulations, you have survived.
I really was
Thank
the
you.
first one to die.
Yes, you were. You earned. If this game had a secondary award for not surviving, it would be who was the first one to die, and that is you, Kaylee.
Oh,
So
thank
today you get the first ones to die award.
Yeah, me and Alex. Special case scenario.
You know what? It's fitting because
I should have just stayed away.
It's true, actually.
Clearly, I
Alex
was
is like the
smarter about
first
it.
time she decided to give a shit. She dies.
I died. See,
Died
this is
bitter
where that
about
motto
it.
comes. This is where that motto comes from. I ain't gotta be the fastest. I just have to be faster.
You broke your own rules. You went to save your siblings.
I did. I cared. I showed emotion. I became weak.
Ugh.
But you 3 survivors, not bad. One of the funnest opportunities I was hoping you guys would find is that in the garage is your bikes. And you would find out that this is like a paranormal thing, that this bug is like its own kind of demon creature, and so you would go to another house, and just interact with a demon bug, and it'd be a gamble roll as to whether or not that demon bug would take you out forever, never to be seen again.
Wow.
I thought you were saying we just ran away from
No.
all this. That would have been nice.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
we
you
could
could
leave.
not. Because I remember I originally wanted the bikes to be an important thing, and I was like, no, but if they leave, then that's like the only thing they'll do. They'll be like, I just want to leave. I'm 6. I don't want to fight monsters.
Bye.
You guys did pretty
Steal
good.
Dad's car keys.
And you didn't even have to go to round 8. Like, it went
Yeah.
pretty solid. This has been
Only a couple people had to die, and then Jasmine went all Hulk on
this has
them.
been easily the longest episode. I'm gonna have to probably edit some of this down, but it's all good. I had fun. I hope you guys had a great time.
I did have fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
Thank you for writing it
That's a good
and
game.
setting it up.
Yeah, man, it's gonna
I
be
had a blast.
fun now that we have a more solid plan too of how the rules work. I can't wait to do
Mhm.
more of these.
Mhm.
Who knows when that'll be? But I'll try and come up with another scenario at some point. It probably won't be you guys as kids again, though. If we do it again, it'll be a slightly different scenario. But that being said, before we go, of course, as always, socials for everybody. If you would like, tell people where they can find you at, find out more about what it is you're doing, and whatnot. We'll start with the 2 newcomers. Kaylee, you go first. And you don't have to,
Yeah.
but if you want.
I am on Instagram. It's K_E_ and then my last name, Dembowski, DEMBOWSKI. That's me. I don't post too many good things other than some really cute pictures of a bunny and some ocean waves. But feel free to follow me there. You're more than welcome. Have at it.
And Lauren, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
Well, I'm not very active, but I have an Instagram that's Dog of the Morning. Sometimes you'll see Jasmine on there, so I guess that's something. But
All right, speaking of which, Jasmine, where can people find you?
You can find me at Jasmine Shiloh on Instagram and Twitter.
Gotcha. Rob?
Robert's an idiot. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, SoundCloud, Venmo.
Yeah, that was a good idea, Rob. Plug the Venmo.
If you want to send
Yeah.
$200 and label it as sitter money, send it our way. That'd be
Feel free to
fantastic.
Venmo my ghost.
There you go. Yeah.
Venmo me for the flowers for my grave. That would be
Venmo me for killing the monster.
There you go.
Alex, where can people find you?
Instagram Alex and Nobody, where I post random stuff with my cat. And then I also do the main controlling of the TikTok for the first
You
ones
do
to
a
die.
fantastic job too, by the way, Alex. It always makes me laugh what you come up with.
Thank you.
Though, yeah, they're fun. The ones that y'all have
Cowboys
posted to
are the-
Instagram. I don't have a TikTok, but
Oh.
the ones you've posted to Instagram are funny.
I try. It's hard to zoom in. They make a lot of facial expressions. Gotta find the right one to fit with the right music.
And you can find me at Not Jerome Rhett on Instagram, also at Robos and Media as well. And if you'd like to follow the first ones to die, every episode is not like this. But if you're into pop culture, having fun and good conversation and all types of reviews and all types of stuff, you can follow us at the first ones to die on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the Twitters, all the good stuff, all the social medias, and of course Podbean as well, and Spotify for the audio version of this if you're watching this on YouTube. So, thank you everybody for coming. This has been a fantastic experiment that went very well. I'm glad it worked out so well. Thank you, Alex, for being here. Hopefully next time we do this, Jonathan will be in. I'm curious to see what he would have done. I feel like he also would have hid probably for a lot.
Safer.
But we'll catch you guys next time, and hope you're having a great day. So, bye.
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 Bye.